Hello, everyone. My name is Kiana Merle, or as I go by Creative K as well. And today I'm going to talk to you. This is my very first one I'm doing this, and I'm an actress. And I'm going to talk to you today about crying, how to cry on cue. It's something that people often ask actors who are able to cry, how do you just cry on cue? And the big deal is that if you are trying to cry, you are doing the wrong thing. If you are trying to cry on cue, you are doing the wrong thing. What you're supposed to do is just be in the moment. You're supposed to be your character. You're supposed to experience what you're experiencing and feel what you're feeling and, just allow those emotions to flow. And that's how you cry. Uh, you don't make yourself cry. You don't add the tears or pinch yourself or even thinking of something sad, which could possibly be detrimental to your health if every time you wanted to do this one role, you had to bring back a really powerful, sad, tragic memory. That's not a good way to do this. So, what I'm going to talk to you about or show you is how to actually go through and really just get into the motion and get into the character. Now, if you've ever cried, got into an argument with someone, got upset about something, you may remember that one of the feelings that you had most strongly was not to cry. It's very, very, very unlikely when people cry that they want to sit there and cry. Most of the time, they're really trying to hold it back. So to do the opposite is different. So what I first do when I'm looking at a role where there's a heightened emotional energy there, I first just build my character. So I read the script and I look at what information the writer has given me to build my character. One of my favorite monologues is from Lost in Yonkers by Neil Simon. The character is Bella. And she is a developmentally disabled woman in her 30s or 40s, and she really wants to get married and have kids. And her mother does not want her to, for many reasons. Her mother doesn't believe that she can. Her mother also wants to keep her by her side so that she could wait on her hand and foot because all of her other children, the mother's children, has left. So if you really just think about that circumstance and think about what Bella's going through and all that she wants, and just take your time with her, walk like her, feel like her, think about what it would be to really go through that, or think about her desires and sit down and just talk. Just make up dialogue that's not in the script that helps you get to it. Just sit there and just talk to yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, talk to yourself and build up to the moment. So that's the first thing. You build your character and the character's history. Number two, you have to build the area around you. You might not be on set doing these things every single time. You might be on a black box. You might be in your house. You might be somewhere else. But you still have to see the room and the area that you are in. Meaning, in the monologue, she's talking to her mother. And I have to see my mother. Not my actual mother, but my character's mother. I have to see the lady in front of me. I have to see her reactions. A monologue is a scene, so you have to, you have to see how she's reacted to you. You have to pause and allow the other actor who's off stage or not in camera or not there be able to react to what you're saying to then feed you back again. So, you have to build that. You have to build the chair that you're sitting or the floor that you're standing on. You have to build, is someone going to knock in, or is there noise, is there not? All these different things affect people when they're acting, and when they're living. They affect, emotions, they affect reactions. Someone going to barge into the room. Is your older brother in the room while you're talking to your mom and giving you an evil eye? I mean, all these different things. Does it have a certain smell that really just nauseates you or just excites you? Whatever it is, you have to build the whole situation around you. And then last, you have to have a moment before. So, know what you just came from. Meaning, if you walk into a room, what did you just leave? Was it cold? Was it hot? Were you happy? Were you not? Did you run in? Did you mosey in? Did you wake up from a nap? Like, what happened the moment before? Because that affects us all. So I'm going to just do a little bit of You know what? No, I'm not going to do Bella from the Yas and Yonkers. I'm going to do another monologue that I really like. It's from the Colored Museum by George C. Wolfe, I believe. And it's Permutations. And this is a little wonky character. I really do like her. And her name is Norma Jean. And she too has like, kind of want to have kids or whatnot. And it's a little out there. And it's not necessarily a crying monologue, but you'll get it and you'll see it. I haven't done this in a while, and I actually was planning on doing the other one, so I'm gonna just do this one off the cuff. So, oh, and also I am not doing this monologue verbatim because it's very, very long. So I have condensed it over the years, and if I mess up a word, please forgive me and just chalk it up to my memory and not rehearsing this ahead of time. Okay, so this character, you see her. The Colored Museum is a bunch of different characters, monologues, and scenes in a colored museum, and it's off the beaten path. But my character, Norma Jean, she has just laid herself an egg, like legitimately laid an egg. So you'll see it. My mama used to say that God made the exceptional, and then God made the special, and when God got bored, he made me. Of course, she don't say nothing to too much no more. Not since I laid me this egg. You see, it all got started when I had me sexual relations with the garbage man, and oh boy, did he smell. Oh, no, not bad. Like, he smelled of all the good things people never should have thrown away. And then 3 weeks later, my belly commenced to swell real big like. Oh, well, Mama locked me off in some dark closet, refusing to let me see the light of day because, well, what would the neighbors think? I mean, at first I cried a lot. But then I got used to living my days in the dark and my nights in the dark. And it wasn't about a week or so later when I got this real hurting feeling down there. I mean, it was worse than anything I ever felt before. And it must have been more for my body to take because next thing I know is me coming to and there's this big white egg laying between my legs. Oh, well, Mama, she just about died when she got home. Norma Jean, what's that thing between your legs? Norma Jean, you answer me, girl. It's not a thing, Mama. It's an egg. And I laid it. Oh, she tried to separate me from it, but I wasn't having it. I stayed in that dark room hugging and holding on to it. Oh, and that's when I heard it. It's not something that can be heard around the world or even in the next room. It's kind of like when you're lying in a bathtub, you know, and if you stay real still and listen real close, you can hear your heart moving water. Well, that's what it sounded like. A heart moving water. And it was happening inside my egg. Well, I'm the only person I know who ever laid themselves an egg before. So I guess that makes me special. Hear that, Mama? I'm special. And so's my egg. Now, so for that monologue, I did not cry. I had it coming, but she didn't want to cry. She was just too happy. However, I had a beginning. So I was talking to someone very, very specific, telling about my experiences. I had a reason for speaking, and I had a reason for being, and a reason for moving. And I did not move or speak or do until I had that compulsion based on my reason until I had my want. You often hear the joke, what's my motivation for actors? And, it's kind of true. We as people don't really do much unless we're motivated to do something. Even if you're motivated to just relax and take a walk, you just don't go on a stroll. So you always have to have a reason. And my reason, my choice for that was I wanted to tell someone I'm special. I was speaking to someone who, I wanted to prove to them that I'm special. I also wanted to prove to my mom that I was special. That was really, really important to me in this particular monologue as the character of Norma Jean. So I hope you learned something today, and I'll give you some more soon. Bye-bye.